Hello and welcome to Titanium Palace Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Gemini, okay? So this is for anybody who has any placement of Gemini in their chart. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And if you are a crosswatcher, I welcome you with open arms because heaven knows I was a crosswatcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you. Now, I will be mentioning the decks I use as I use them. If I don't, they will be in the description box below, so don't worry. And with that being said, my gorgeous Gemmies, let's get into your cards. Yeah. Strength, Leo card at the bottom of the deck. So, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good, who has a message for my Gemmies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Gemini, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. And you have the Dreamer, the Fool. With the Two of Summer at the bottom of the deck. Followed by Renewal and the Lovers. I was thinking of that. For some reason, the Lovers card came into my mind. I was like, but the Lovers card is your card. So, I mean, you see, you have the Dreamer, which is, for some people, is viewed as, could be Aries. Right, you have the Renewal card, which is Libra, because it's Judgment. Then you have the Lovers card, which is your card, as well as the Two of Summer. Right. Yeah, this is at the end, though. Yeah. If I seem a little distracted, I've got things on my mind. So, let me zen out the stuff, but I'm in a good mood, so good sign. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has it. Who has a message for my Gemmies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message from my Gemmies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, and you have the Princess of Spring, fire signs, with the Prince of Winter, and the Ace of Winter, and the Wheel, and the Two of Autumn, and the Six of Summer, and the Ten of Summer, and the Release card. Interesting. Okay. Release would be death in this deck. So, which is scorpionic energy. So please, angels and guides, anyone who has good, who has a message for my Gemmies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Gemmies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. And you got the Four of Winter, which is going within, followed by the Eight of Winter at the bottom of the deck, as well as the Prince of Summer. Okay, now, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Gemmies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Gemmies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, and you got the Five of Spring. I saw the Five of Spring behind the Prince of Summer. I was like, nah, I don't like that energy. But if it was supposed to come out, it was supposed to come out. Great success. Thank goodness I waited until now to pick it up. Because the next card is the Chariot, as well as the Princess of Winter, and Strength. And, well, Strength is Leo energy, and Hermit is Virgo energy. Are you a player? Are you playing around with a lot of people? Are you experimenting? I'm sorry, that just came out wrong. Maybe there's like one player out of you. I don't know. That doesn't mean that all of you are. Sorry for... By the way, I use selenite on my decks. Yes. So, are you or someone dealing with a player? I don't know why that came to mind. It just did. So, now I'll be using the Brian Froud's Fairy Oracle to clarify. The cards are the Dreamer, first set. Okay, it starts off with the Dreamer, the Renewal card, the Lovers, and the Two of Summer. So, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Gemmies, please come forward and share what they should expect by clarifying the first row. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Gemmies. Why are all these cards here for the first set? Please, angels and guides. And you have Geo the Slow. Geo the Slow with Luminous Doom at the bottom of the deck, followed by the Rar card. Rar. And the Singer of Transfiguration. As well as the Fawn. As well as the Singer of the Chalice. As well as the Undressing with Salad. Yeah, it's pretty good. That's a pretty good first set. Yeah. Alright, and then you have Fairy Guide. Sorry, I felt something nag. Like, I don't know why, but I got the impression that something was pushing me to pick up the other cards. Like the next 4 cards. 6, 7. Okay, so the cards after that are Fairy Guide, Los Conas, He of the Fairy Sword, the Maiden, the Oakman, the Singer of Courage, the Master Maker. Those are a lot of cards. Clarify. Now the second set is the Princess of Spring, the Prince of Winter, the Ace of Winter, the Wheel, the Two of Autumn, the Six of Summer, the Ten of Summer, and the Release card. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Gemmies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Gemmies, please come forward and share. And I feel like I lost a lot of you the moment I said, are you a player? And then I corrected myself. I'm like, or is someone you're dealing with a player? That was uncalled for. Now, in that moment, I was not really in the right headspace. So, yes. Now, the first card, clarifying it, is a collective of pixies. Okay. Followed by Arvel Parrot. Followed by the Dark Lady. Yeah. Okay. Now for the third set, you have the Four of Winter, the Eight of Winter, and the Prince of Summer. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Geminies, please come forward and share why these cards are out for the third set. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Gemmies, please come forward and share why these cards are here for the third set. And you have the Feline, with Tintin the Sylph, and Spirit Dancer, as well as Pohariel of the Water. There's an S at the end. And Honesty. For good measure. Why not? Okay. Now, for the last set, you have the Five of Spring, the Chariot, the Princess of Winter, the Strength card, and the Hermit card. So, please, angels and guides, anyone who has good, who has a message for my Gemmies, please come forward and share why all these cards are here for the fourth set. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Gemmies, please come forward and share why all these cards are here for the fourth set. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good, and you have Nellis the Alchemist. What? That's great. As well as Faf the Footer and Luathas the Wild and Topsy Turvets and Iris of the Rainbow. Yeah. Okay. No. No. Don't fall. Let me read for y'alls. Okay. So the first set starts off with the Dreamer. Then it moves to the Renewal card, which moves to the Lovers, which is backed by the Two of Cups, Two of Summer. Alright, so the Dreamer is basically the Fool in this deck. This is intentionally starting off with innocence, with a state of innocence where you don't allow anything from your past experiences to taint how you experience something. Alright? Then what you will do is, this is weird. Okay, so I think I'm gonna rephrase. You're gonna start with the renewal. You're gonna check. You're gonna compare the past with the present in order to plan a new future. Understanding your life's purpose, releasing judgment of yourself and others, and in so doing, you will set up the stage for the Fool to come in, because you will let go of, you'll start whatever you're doing from a new start. The Fool has life experience, whereas the Maiden in the other deck, in Brian Froud's Fairy Oracle, because the tarots, I took Radleigh Valentine's Fairy Tarot deck, and for the Oracle cards, I used Brian Froud's Fairy Oracle. So this is this is someone with a little bit of experience who chooses to start every single situation from a state of innocence, which means without bringing in any of their past baggage to taint their vision of their current situation. Alright? Then you have the Lovers card, which talks of a choice. But you're going to make a choice based on what speaks to you, what makes your heart sing, because this card talks of true love that is long lasting, choices made from the heart, a return to good health. In order to be able to have a reunion, now this could be a romantic reunion, or it can be a friendly reunion, or a family reunion, whatever, right? I don't know all of your stories, which is the reason why, well, this is kind of my state of innocence, because I'm like, I don't need to know. You will know, right? So it says falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone, forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. This might even be in regards to work, in regards to finding the people that you work best with. Okay. I have no clue. That is why I don't know if I said this aloud in my readings, but it is of utmost importance for you to utilize your intuition, because readers speak through their experience. And if you want to make sure that a reading is tailored for you, don't forget this is a general reading. So if you want a private reading, the contact info is in the description in the box below, where I've kind of tweaked my prices, by the way, just for y'all. So it will be more interesting. Now, and so we have the first card clarifying it is Geo the Slow. Now Geo talks of slowness, waiting, patience, and cycles of time. So this is indicating that, to me, alright, generally this would mean that you're taking your time. But in this situation, because you're reviewing your past and your present to plan a bright new future with the renewal card, I feel like this process of you reviewing things and then starting anew completely without being tainted by past experiences is what it's talking about. So that you can go from the reviewer to the fool, which is the dreamer in this deck. Then you have the Master Maker. Now the Master Maker talks of skill, craftsmanship, magician, moral strength, and invention. And so, yes. What I'm getting, well, it's you're reassessing in order for you to better. You're reinventing yourself. You're planning you're planning a bright future. Right, with the dreamer. Or was it the dreamer? Or who was it? Well, you're planning a bright new future with hope and optimism. Then you have the Singer of Courage. Now the Singer of Courage talks of bravery, sublimation of fear, and moral strength. So basically, whatever this change is going to be, and I feel like that's the reason why it's taking time coming in, is because it's going to ask for a lot of courage on your behalf in order to do this, because let's just say you might not feel like it, I'm just saying. Yeah. Next, you have the Oakman. Now the Oakman talks of ancient strength, ancient wisdom, and depth. So whatever demanded a lot of courage on your part taught you a ton of stuff. Some old wisdom that you didn't even know existed prior. Then you have the Maiden. Didn't we start with okay. So the Fool has prior baggage. So that is why, but it is his decision to start, like him or her, because in this card it looks more like a her, right? Their decision to start whatever they're doing, like from a fresh new way of seeing things, is somewhat similar to the Maidens, except the Maiden is a baby. She has no experience, so she only can start from a set point of innocence. Until life experience teaches her some stuff, she starts with the point of view of being innocent, right? Innocence and not allowing prior baggage to taint her perception. Then you have He of the Fairy Sword. Now, He of the Fairy Sword talks of active principle, spiritual will, justice, protection. So, once I feel like you are going into a whole new cycle. I mean, you tend to start something new on a good note, on the Fool's note. But now you're in something, or you have gotten to a state of allowing where you just start everything from ground zero. If it's not new, it's not interesting. I don't know if that relates to anybody, but I feel like if there isn't a sense of newness, even if just a sliver, you will not be interested. I'm getting that you are now in the state of, I always want to move up and forward, so I will make the changes necessary. But I need to learn new things, and that is why I'm putting myself in new situations. And with He of the Fairy Sword here, you can be sure that you will be protected whilst on these journeys. Then you have Los Cunas. Now, Los Cunas talks of sunken treasure, discovery of self, and hidden knowledge. No, an adventure. So this new cycle that you have slightly no experience in, okay, is definitely going to teach you a lot about yourself and how you deal with things. Which then moving on to, I'm reading this backwards. Well, anyway, in any case, okay, which leads to your understanding that in order for you to clearly actually, you know what, I'm going to read them in the opposite direction. Okay, so you start off with Luminous Doom. What I'm sensing is you're like, it's a tedious task. Why do I have to review everything? But once you do, you'll feel like you'll have new possibilities presenting themselves to you because you actually took the time to review things. Then you have the Singer of Transfiguration. Now that your reviewing of things allowed you to see that, allowed you to rise from the ashes of the last project, which was a dud, is the word I'm hearing. Right? And with that, you will understand the nature of nature, you'll gain natural wisdom, and you'll be able to tap into your magic, your natural magic. Which lately not a lot of people can do that because we're so, I'm talking from experience. The moment I stopped being, I stopped from allowing stuff to bog me down is the moment where I let myself go. Why was I saying that? Well, when I stopped letting myself be bogged down by stuff, I started to understand parts of myself I never even knew about. And that is why I'm now, I know I'm not a Gemini, but I feel compelled. And I'm going to talk about my experience because that's the only thing I can refer back to, right? Now, that allowed me to tap into the Singer of the Chalice's energy, which talks of trust, joy, patience, creativity, hope, and miracles. Now I am able to create miracles. My being here is a miracle. My being able to converse with y'all is a miracle. I know that sounds like I'm a little too self-obsessed, but who else's experience am I going to talk of except other than myself? Now the next card is due to that ability to reframe yourself, to place yourself back, and to be a miracle, so to speak. I feel like you're someone you're dealing with has the possibility, has now understood how to foretell things that are on their way. Because this is the card, this is Fairies of the Future. Now the Fairies of the Future talk of being here now, guidance forward moving. Because that is basically the way anybody can foretell anything that is on its way. By being here now, in order to see what is on the horizon. Now, I mentioned on the horizon. It might be a ship, it might be a car, it might be a person. Something is coming. Basically is what I'm trying to say. Though it might take some time to arrive. Because I feel like this is a whole new cycle for you, and that is why you're jumping into it head first without prior existing baggage. Yeah. So there, and it being so new, there is going to be a sense of newness to it, a learning curve that has to be experienced as well, because it's part of the game. It's part of the how do you get to your end result, right? Because Geo the Slow talks of slowness, cycles of times, patience, and waiting. So just occupy yourself. Find something more interesting to do than just like turning your thumbs. In French we'd say tourner les pouces. I don't know what. I know there is an English version of that, but I can't remember it for the life of me. Well, not for the life of me, but I can't remember it at the moment. I'll probably remember it in a moment. Next, you have the Master Maker. Now, the Master Maker talks of skill, craftsmanship, magician, moral strength, and invention. No wonder I thought that I should like reverse what I was reading. Skill. You're going to gain skill through the slowness of the process that you are going through. Because it's slow, you're going to learn and acquire skills that you absolutely need to be able to do whatever. Then you have the Singer of Courage. Now the Singer of Courage talks of you being what I just got is you being courageous enough to live that this new things, this talking about it, your new skills and putting them out there for others to see. I feel so drawn to this reading at this point. Now that's putting yourself out there, showing others what you can do, having others critique, having others not just critique, because critique has a positive connotation, but have people shoot your ideas down. That is going to teach you an ancient wisdom of being resilient. Okay? Yes. Then you have the Maiden. And when you gain resilience, you'll also be able to tap into the Maiden card. Now the Maiden, alright, talks of new auspicious beginnings, birth, hope, growth, and joy. Joy. I don't know why. I don't know, that came to mind. I also wrote blank slate. So once you get that intention of, alright, so I need to, what was I saying? Resilience. Resilience will teach you the need to start anew. The difference between the Maiden and the Fool is that the Fool has baggage and he chooses to let the baggage go. But the Maiden has no baggage. So you are deciding to start something without any baggage. Which brings me back to the prior idea, which is if there's nothing new in the situation, you are not interested. You are not interested in experiencing it, and living it, and everything, right? Next, you have He of the Fairy Sword. Now he of the fairy sword, alright, talks of active principle, spiritual will, justice, and protection. Yeah, and once you do get to that state, alright, you will be spiritually protected. Yeah, while moving forward, you should know that you will be protected by spirit because you are on the right in the right thinking mode. So everyone that falls away from your reality was meant to fall away due to the fact that they're not in your best and highest good anymore. Now the next card, okay, is Los Gunas. Now Los Gunas talks of sunken treasure, discovery of self, adventure. So this is you relearning about yourself all over again. It's just you have decided to start a new chapter, a new leaf, and so you're gonna have to experience yourself in this new chapter, having turned this new leaf, because you will not be the same as you were before. Wow. These combinations are just amazing. They are like, whoa. I've never had this combination before, is all I can say. Alright, next you have the Princess of Spring. Now, the Princess of Spring is an optimistic, enthusiastic, creative, and energetic individual. It says, so don't be bogged down by gender. Okay, I'm speaking of energy. Okay, it says it's time to go after your dreams, do the right thing, do something that expands your horizons. If there's no concept of newness in something, you will not take part in it. Let go, let your creativity take flight. Newness. You need to be creative. You're a creative individual. Okay, I'm going to write that down. Creativity. Innocence. Innocence. Now before I do that, next card is the Prince of Winter. Now the Prince of Winter, alright, is a very intellectual, determined, focused, and impulsive individual. It says, seek out an intellectual solution to your problems, the need to act quickly and decisively, sudden or unexpected shock. No, sudden or unexpected changes. How do I see this? Excuse me. I see this as so you're going to start something new, but instead of being bogged down by the first difficulty, you or someone you're dealing with is going to try and figure out a way to make it work. And that's when you'll get a new idea, which is what the Ace of Winter is, because swords talk of ideas and thoughts. So the Ace of Winter is, don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately amazing new ideas that should be implemented. Yes. So what I'm getting is that, so you're starting something new and you're completely enthusiastic about it, and you're trying to see if you can find a solution to the issue that seems to be cropping up, which will then, and so that intellectual solution to that issue that keeps propping up will come to you in a form of an idea, which you should take heed in, listen to basically, in order for you to be able to tap into the wheels energy, which talks of delays are over, sudden or unexpected good luck, a new car or travel. So apropos, what I mean to say is it's so well placed. I was talking about an issue that you wanted to clear, and if you come to this new idea that your intuition is going to send your way, like it being a new concept and not being deterred by challenges along the way, you will definitely be able to move forward. Now, the next card is the Two of Autumn. Now, the Two of Autumn, alright, talks of bring fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs, an unexpected talent for multitasking. So as you are fixing that issue that you were dealing with a while ago, you will definitely be able, you should do that with a sense of fun, in order for you to still be amused while you're doing this. Next, you have the Six of Cups. Now, doing this will help you feel like a child again. Will help you feel like you're in your childhood. It will be the return. It will mark the return of people or romances from your past, remembering events differently in a better or worse light than how they actually occurred. So now you will put things into perspective and you'll be like, okay, what can I learn from that situation and how will that help me advance to my 10 of Summer, which is an emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely, people you can trust. Yay! Awesome! And that thing that you're moving towards is going to help you release the old baggage that was keeping you tied down to the current reality that you no longer want to be a part of. Okay. Next, you have the cards clarifying that are a collective of pixies, which talks of duty, willingness, joyful participation, and virtue. Now, this might be one of the issues that you had was your interactions with others. Or excuse me. Or you interacting with your duty, or you interacting with something that was kind of on shaky ground, is what I'm getting. Then you have Arval Parrot. Now, Arval Parrot talks of communication. So, the best way not the best way, but one of the ways you can utilize to fix this issue is by communicating about it, talking about it. Speak, what was that card? Speak about it honestly and, let it be heard that you're having issues, and then I feel like someone is going to bring you a little tidbit, a little nugget of information that will spark a whole new train of thought, which will lead you to utilizing the dark woman's energy, dark lady's energy, which calls for unconscious powers and wisdom, rituals, secrets, and mysteries. So someone probably will say something that will jog something in your mind and will make the wheels in your head turn. Yeah. Now, the next set, is comprised of the Four of Winter, the Eight of Winter, and the Prince of Summer. So you got the Prince of Winter and the Prince of Summer. So the Four of Winter, talks of set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later. Solutions that come from meditation, the need for more sleep, or a vacation. So, the way I see it is that, so you have gotten you are creating something with someone, which is what the Ten of Summer, which is what the release card, excuse me. For some reason I was like, isn't there the Two of Cups here? I don't know why. 6, 10. In any case. Now, because that was in the first said. Yeah. So you have now released something, and you or someone you're dealing with needs to go within and figure out what their next steps are. Right? How are they going to proceed? Now the Four of Winter says, set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later. Solutions that come from meditation, the need for more sleep, or a vacation. Awesome! Whoa. Next, you have the Eight of Winter. Now, the Eight of Winter talks of, you have what it takes if only you believe in yourself. Thinking that you're powerless when you're not. A lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. Yeah. So it's basically you or someone you're dealing with is having difficulty believing in themselves. That's when, so all you need to do is believe in yourself to be able to feel like you're moving forward. And that's when the Prince of Summer comes in. Now, the Prince of Summer is a very romantic, captivating, dramatic, and flirtatious individual. This card says, falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. I feel like you're being able to let go. To let go and go for what you want is what. So you are embodying the Prince of Summer's energy. You're not attracting it, you are becoming it. Yeah. Now, the cards clarifying that are the Feline. So the Feline talks of, alright, delayed completions, getting it right, tidying up loose ends. So you're crossing your T's and dotting your I's. Now that you've gotten out of the Four of Winter, right? Once you go in and you think about these things and you see what you need, once you get out of it, you'll be willing, you'll want to dot your T's and cross your I's. Well, cross your T's and dot your I's. Yeah. Now that will allow you to have a acute intellect, be able to quickly synthesize information and discern from what is necessary, what isn't, in your reality. Now, the next card is Spirit Dancer. Now, Spirit Dancer talks of self-expression, freedom, and exploration. So, which I feel like, so you started believing in yourself with the Eight of Winter, and that's when you're like, move out of the way, I'm going to express myself fully, and then you become the Prince of Summer. Yes, which is partly the other extreme. Then, with becoming the Prince of Summer, you will basically be able, my Gemmies, to embody, to tap into the Poharia of the Waters energy, okay? Alright. Poharia of the Waters energy. Now, which talks of gracefully accepting change. You're gracefully accepting changing. So you're gracefully accepting change because you were honest with yourself in regards to the fact that you want to go places, you want to see things, you want to be heard, and you're like, if I stay here in my Eight of Winter mentality, I will seriously bog myself down. And yeah, that is not great. So, the next card, okay, is the Five of Spring. That is so interesting. I just remembered something from my past. A moment where I needed to think quickly on my feet and to reassess the situation and change plans. Yeah, it was actually a date. Yeah, and yeah, great date. We were supposed to go see Jumanji, but it didn't really pan out because I had forgotten that was a French cinema theater, and they had no English viewing of that movie, and my date happened to be Anglophone, who did not speak French and who wasn't comfortable in speaking French. So that's why I reassessed the situation, and we went to a different place. Yep. So which is why so the Five of Spring is opposing goals arising from differing opinions, feeling at odds with yourself or others, overly ambitious people. This is, yeah, actually, I think I'm confusing two situations. Yeah. No worries. I am, but what I remembered, because that was a different date, and we actually went, was it? Anyway, yeah, it was. The one where we saw Jumanji, we actually went to a nearby pub. Yeah, so it's differing opinions. So you probably might have a little issue with someone who's a tad different than you. That's neither good or bad, that just is. But I feel like the fact that you're able to switch on a dime will allow you to move forward well in that relationship, because the Chariot talks of success, all right? Success, or at least success for that situation. I'm no longer with that person, just so you know. But that evening went well. It went like a dream for the time where we were together. It was fun. We went to the pub. That's all that matters. Next, okay, you have the Princess of Winter. Now, the Princess of Winter is an inquisitive, truthful, realistic, and undiplomatic individual. It says information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness, an indigo child or adult. I see myself in this card, even if I'm not. But what really helped save the evening was the fact that I was willing to set aside the fact that, I won't be able to see the movie because my date didn't understand English, and I was able to think of the interaction between us and how that helped the evening turn out well, even if we weren't able to go and see the movie. And the next card is the Strength card. Now, the Strength card is a Leo card, all right? Now, the Leo card, this is strength, all right? It talks of the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness, time to embrace how wonderful you are. It demanded some strength on my part, being able to flip on a dime and to rethink the situation, which is saying a lot for me, because at the time, well, still, I don't do well with surprises. I really don't. If you're expecting me to be able to drive, think again. I might be a problem to society in a car, right? And yeah. So, but just the fact that I was able to think on a dime and to reassess the situation and then plan for a better outcome was amazing. But that is only because I was able to go within and, you know, well, to go within and be my own mentor. Because this is the Hermit. The Hermit talks of find or be a mentor, take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. It was something very, it showed me how I was able to grow in that situation and how I can think on the flip of a dime. Is that how it goes? Anyway, so the cards clarifying that are Nellis the Alchemist, which talks of inner transformation, irrevocable change. So something is going to shift within you and is going to bring you a lot of joy and happiness, I find. Though you will need to be grounded in this, you will need to be grounded during this shift of perception, because Faf the Footer talks of being real, grounding, centering, and earthing. Yes, it's a very earthy card. Then you have Luathos the Wild. Now Luathos the Wild talks of haste, impulsiveness, fire, spontaneity, and balance. It will allow you to tap into your balance. This inner transformation, irrevocable change with Nellis is going to allow you to tap into your balance, like in my situation. So prior to that evening, all right, when I am presented with a new situation, I would have probably gone imbalanced and been like, oh my god, what the hell, and expecting the other person to, like, you know, figure it out. But I was able to figure it out by myself. It was also probably because I was the older. I was 4.5 years older than him. So I was like, okay, Talar, you need to think twice. How can you make it better? And then I was like, oh, but there's like a Trois Brasseurs here, which is a pub in Montreal. It's a chain. It's a chain of pubs. I think it's a not Polish, but Hollandais. Where the tulips. Oh, Holland, from Holland, right? I don't know, what is that nationality called? In any case, now, so it was the fact that I was able to find my own balance, which is interesting because I'm a Libra, right? That allowed me to fix the evening. Next, you have topsy-turvets. I was also, I found my balance, and that allowed me to shift my perception of the situation, which also allowed me to have hope and promise for the future of the evening, which turned out well. Okay, it went really well. Anyway, I had a very nice time. That's all I have to say. Which ended with me going home happy and content. Yes. Okay, so my gorgeous Gemmies, that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this and if you would like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please come forward. Please post that in the... What? I kind of lost my train of thought. Alright, so if you like this and if you would like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my prize. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous gemmies, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye!